watching movies and decking our halls, yeah. K-Flix 198.4.
Oh, Fiction Radio.
Welcome back to K-Flix Fiction Radio. It's the Christmas show, everyone. And we have another new theme song from the fantastic Marshall Keep, who, by the way, is scoring his first movie right now. It's called Degradable, and I happen to co-star in that film with my buddy Eric from Internet Comment Etiquette. How about that, Dustin?
Dang. Hey, did you set that up, Shawn?
I did set that up.
Connection? You're adding to this crazy, twisted, everything's connected world of composers and actors and producers and directors that we talk about every episode.
Just trying to create my own walk hard, man.
Hey, happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays. We're talking about the 2012 ABC Family TV movie, The Mistle-Tones.
That's right, we are. This one's kind of a first for us.
In many ways.
A little bit of a different kind of flick than we normally talk about.
Yeah.
I would say not everything we've talked about on this show has been critically acclaimed.
No.
But everything has sort of its niche, and there's always a lens through which you can look at it artistically. This movie that we're talking about today, it's a little different from all that. It kind of sits outside of that. This movie is not designed to be analyzed. But we're going to analyze it anyway.
I had never heard of this film before now. Had you, Dustin?
No, not until you told me to watch it for the show.
Yeah. And it was a suggested watch from my friend Erin, and she's a huge, massive fan of this movie. She watches it every year.
Yeah.
She said, if you guys are going to do a Christmas episode, you really need to do the Mistle-Tones.
I mean, what a great way to start it. And to be clear, I want to call this our holiday special. I don't want to limit it only to Christmas. If we find some other movies in the future.
Right.
Spoiler, we do intend to keep doing a holiday episode.
Yes, we do. I mean, we got the theme song. We got to keep doing it.
Got those sleigh bells jingling. Mm-hmm. Thanks again for that, Marshall. And what a watch it was. Yeah, Shawn, how many ABC Family movies would you say you've seen?
Under 5.
Yeah, same. I would widen the net to include Hallmark movies and any movie of this type, but I've probably still seen in their entirety way less than 5. But I was familiar with the concept going in, and this film did not disappoint. It delivered on all the tropes. Okay, so the lead in this movie, played by Tia Mowry. Yes, that Tia Mowry from Sister Sister.
Yeah.
No Tamara in this one.
Nope. She works some sort of corporate job. I don't know what.
Yes, she works a nameless, faceless, descriptionless corporate job. They really don't go into like what they do there.
No, they really don't.
We're diving right into what these movies are, and they are like the most generic they can possibly be while still having sort of a story. Right? So you can identify with the characters in this movie. And boy, can you, like, her end goal for this whole thing is to be in this local Christmas carol singing group, the Snowbells. It's an exceedingly achievable, attainable goal.
Yeah, very much so.
Like, I mean, we talk about movies all the time where people are like, I'm going to be a rock star. I'm going to be the biggest rock star in the world, or else, or death, you know, like nothing will stand in my way. And she's just like, I don't like my job, and I want to be in this singing group because my dead mom was in this singing group, started this singing group.
It appears that the members can only be replaced when they die.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's like the Catholic Church. Like...
Yeah.
You are appointed for life to be a member of the Snowbells. So, I mean, she sets out with this, like, really attainable goal. But, of course, it's, you know, the whole movie is about her not being able to do that and all the things she does to get around that and make a legacy of her own.
Yeah.
Leading the Snowbells, we have Tori Spelling as the evil Marcy. Man, Marcy sucks.
Marcy does suck.
Every other, like, quote unquote bad guy in this movie has, like, you know, redeemable qualities. They come around, whatever. But, like, she sucks to the end.
She sucks to the rest of the Snowbells. Like, she's always shitting on Barb.
Yeah. I mean, she's like Disney villain bad.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, they're the worst. And then finally their underlings turn on them at the end when the hero saves the day or whatever.
Right. When they get their happy ending.
What else we got? Tia's character, Holly, as we said, her mom has passed and is the sort of foundational member of this group, the Snowbells. snowbells, which leads to her wanting so badly to get in. Her dad is still around, and he is played by none other than Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yeah, pretty fucking cool, even though he only has like 6 lines of dialogue in the movie.
Oh yeah, they had him for a day or two of shooting. Like he's got like a big speech at the end, like a "let me talk to you, daughter" kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's good to see Carl Winslow, aka Sergeant Powell from Die Hard, back in action in another Christmas movie.
Christmas till he dies.
What else we got in this one? We've got the boss, Holly's boss.
Uh-huh.
He's a workaholic.
Super workaholic. Stiff as a board.
Stiff as a board. Loves the corporate life. Like all the early scenes with him are like, well, it's either him like falling for her / developing the relationship, or just like being a Scrooge type. Like he's kind of like a Scrooge, kind of like a yes man, kind of like everything you don't want from an evil capitalist society that this kind of movie rails against.
Yeah.
But you know what? He comes around.
Comes around in a big way.
Yeah, huge.
And then in the fashion of tropes from this genre, goes away and comes back even harder.
Oh yeah, you got to have that like third act disappointment to build from, because his boss is insane.
Yeah, his boss.
He's the boss.
Crazy.
He's Holly's boss. Nick, his character's name is Nick, is Holly's boss, but he gets a call from his boss, and he's like, "Buddy, I need you to go to Singapore." Where is he sending him? "I need you on a flight to Mumbai today." He like literally like gives him a new job to replace the guy who had a nervous breakdown. He goes, "You're in charge of Southeast Asia. I need you in Mumbai. Call me when you're there." Which is insane.
These movies, like nowhere on earth gives you a promotion like that and that quickly, where they're like, "Hey buddy, that dream job you've been wanting your whole life, you have it, but you only have 30 seconds to decide, and you need to be there yesterday."
I mean, it's crazy because, like, it's not like I have had jobs that are not terribly far from that in terms of how soon they needed me to leave the country and do something. But first of all, you can't just go to India. There's a pre-approval visa process for American citizens, at least, going to India.
Oh, okay.
You can't just show up like you can in like European countries, for example, EU countries. You have to send your passport ahead and stuff. You definitely couldn't do it same day. I mean, and does he even have a passport? Is that discussed?
Yeah, he doesn't even ask him.
Are we worried about spoilers at all? I think everybody knows how this movie goes.
Yeah.
It's because, again, it's not designed to be taken apart. It is to make you feel good to watching people overcome problems that are not so bad.
Right.
Yeah, he turns down the big job offer in Mumbai to turn around and come back to Holly because he's in love with her.
And the Mistle-Tones.
And the Mistle-Tones, yes, because he's a valuable member of the Mistle-Tones. Begrudging member.
Yes.
He doesn't sing at first. Even
No.
though he can. We find that out along the way.
Yeah, he can, but just don't let anyone at the office find out about it.
No, because he's got a boss image to maintain.
Yeah, I listen, I gotta be stiff as a board at work.
Okay, so Mr. Stiff as a Board boss guy, who also, like, he's there. That guy, Nick, is there to, like, say all the dumb man things out loud every time. I don't have an example for that, but he just says, like, a bunch of dumb stuff, or, like, asks dumb questions.
Right.
Where, like, every woman watching this is going to be like, "Oh, you dummy, Nick." But, okay, so that's one trope. We've also got saving a dying mall.
Oh, sure.
That's another good trope, because after Holly is rejected by the Snowbells and their mean leader, Marcy with an I.
Of course it's with an I.
She sets out to create her own singing group and convinces the local mall manager. Does he run the whole mall?
I would assume so.
Yeah, he's like the manager of the mall, not of a store. But he also plays Santa at the mall, and she convinces him to let them hold their auditions there. And it just goes swimmingly for him. It's like, he's like, "We have 40 times more people in the mall this weekend than we've had in years," or something like that. It's a crazy uptick.
Yes.
It's doing real good for his business. So he's very on board with hosting everything at the mall.
Well, he's not just hosting the auditions at the mall. It's for the person that's performing at the mall to dethrone the Snowbells from doing so.
That's true. Yes, the Snowbells are already pre-arranged to perform at the mall.
Right.
For the Christmas concert. Yes, you're correct. But Holly works her magic and goes, "Hey, you don't have to just hire the Snowbells. You could make it a competition and get even more people in here leading up to the event." And he's like, sees dollar signs in his eyes, he's down.
Yes.
What else we got? We've got her shitty car that breaks down everywhere.
Right.
Just one of those, like, the oppression of life following her everywhere she goes. No matter how good or bad things get, her shitty car is always going to disappoint her.
Always.
Getting stuck in the snow or not starting or whatever the deal is.
It will never fail at failing her.
Yep. And then we've got her singing group. Her singing group ends up including several coworkers of hers.
It's exclusively coworkers.
It's all her coworkers, yes. No, she has no outside of work friends.
Well, none that we see.
None that can sing, at least. But within the group, we've also got HR lady who just needs to loosen up. Mm-hmm. That one's a weird one. It's almost like a weird covert anti-woke message in here. It's like she brings up valid points. I mean, like they play it for laughs, but like she brings up valid reasons to like be concerned as an HR person at times, and they just like play it off.
Yeah. That does happen.
And then the other guy in the group, the only guy in the group, not including Nick the boss, who's not officially, he's like a manager of the group at first. But the other guy, Larry.
Larry had me laughing at a particular moment in this movie harder than I laughed at anything else in the film.
Oh, really?
Yes. I rewound it probably 4 or 5 times because I was laughing so hard. It was when they are pretending to work as Nick is walking by and he has the filing cabinet open and he's just moving his fingers over top of the files. He's not even touching the files. He's just moving his fingers, waggling them over top of them. And it killed me so fucking hard. There were files for him to be rifling through, but he was like, no, I just want it to look like I'm going to fake doing the thing. Like, it's just so funny.
Enough of a close-up, you could totally see what he was doing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I knew what he was doing. So funny.
Just goes to show, Nick doesn't really know what goes on around here. He doesn't really pay attention, you know?
No, you just got to look like you're doing something. So, Dustin,
yeah,
did you do much digging into Tia Mowry and her possible early days of singing?
Oh, you know what? No, I didn't.
Okay, so when she was a very small child with her sister, they were in a girl group called Voices. They left the group before the first full-length album came out, but they did have a hit song while the girls were still in the band Voices.
Really?
And that song is called Yeah, Yeah, Yeah.
He makes me say yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. The boy makes me say yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. My whole world has turned around. Let it burn me on the ground. Since he came my way, and I know he's here to stay. Here to stay.
Both of them are doing background vocals for that song, but they are featured in it.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how old were they? They were like kids at
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a new edition kind of outfit.
Yeah, this was before Sister, so, like, that's how young
Yeah,
they were.
I guess they were pretty young on Sister. So, yeah, they were like kids doing the Huh, interesting. So they did that and then pivoted to the acting, huh?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, dude, she can sing. Some of the people in this movie cannot, and we'll get to that, but she can sing.
Yeah, she can sing really well. Tori Spelling is another person that sings in this film.
Uh-huh.
And she had a vocal coach, a pretty famous one. His name was Eric Vetro, who is also the vocal coach for people like Ariana Grande, John Legend, Sabrina Carpenter, Charlie Puth, and Sam Mendes.
Oh, hey, that's a respectable list.
He also was the vocal coach for Timothée Chalamet in the Bob Dylan movie,
Oh.
A Complete Unknown.
Wow, which we've talked about a lot.
We have, yeah.
Considering it's not even out yet at the time of recording. Might be out by the time this episode's out.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We're doing this one a little early. It's not Christmas yet, but I feel it in the air.
You can conjure the Christmas spirit whenever you need. But Tori Spelling has a long history of singing in projects such as Saved by the Bell.
Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops.
Here comes Screech to save the day.
Are waiting for thee.
Oh, they sang a lot in Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. This is the Glee Club episode of the show.
Okay. Oh, is this one of them on your maybe watch lists?
Yes, actually, this is all cut from the Saved by the Bell episode. I'm pretty sure we talked about this once before. It's just didn't make it in. So yeah, that's Tori Spelling singing in Saved by the Bell. I also have another clip of her singing in a 1999 movie called Trick.
Enter you, voila, it's showtime. You brought the house down with the dance and a dum ditty. Enter you, in less than no time. La 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 la, lady.
That song's called Enter You.
Okay. Nice. All of her previous TV singing was like audition piano style.
Yeah, it really was.
She really gets to turn it on for the Mistle-Tones.
No, for the Snowbells.
Well, for the movie The Mistle-Tones.
Yes.
She is the leader of the Snowbells, and I don't think we've said it yet, but Holly's new group that she forms with her co-workers are the Mistle-Tones, and they get the name the Mistle-Tones after... How does it come to her?
So they have just sort of like a brainstorming session for names at a bar, and none of them hit. And then one day she just comes up with it on her own.
Yeah.
An epiphany kind of a thing.
She comes home from the bar and says,
How hard is it to come up with the freaking name?
and when she said that, I was like, how hard is it to name a freaking band? I was like, oh, it'd be really easy. I'm going to come up with 5 just to show how easy it is. But it's harder than I thought. I only came up with 2, but I think they're better than the Mistle-Tones.
Okay.
I've got Away in A major.
Okay.
And I've got, based on her name, Holly's Jollies.
Oh, hey, all right. I like that one. Yeah.
Or the Jolly Hollies.
Sure, yeah. The rejected names from the other members of the Mistle-Tones are Holidazed and Confused, the Snow Tunes, Sled Zeppelin, and the Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys, yeah. Snow Tunes wasn't bad.
No, Snow Tunes is pretty good.
I would have taken the bait on that one. But so it goes. They are the Mistle-Tones. Which, that's a fine name, too.
Sure.
We get a bunch of good names. There's some other good names of other acts that we encounter at the mall audition.
Why save it for later? Let's do it right now, Dustin.
Well, later in the movie, but yeah, we can talk about them right now.
All right.
First up, we've got the Chest Notes. I'm going to play a clip from the Chest Notes. This is the, it's like basically like a Chippendales group, except they do some singing, and it's super, like you can tell that a lot of songs in this movie were like by and or for people who like stopped taking in new music culture in the 90s.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because these guys have a very like early boy band feel.
You got a deck damn house. You got a deck damn house. It's a house with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be dry. La 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 la. Are we not? Come on. Your parents. La 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 la. Show the ancient you can kill. La 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 la.
After the Chest Notes, we get a little taste of Christmas rapper who goes by the name of Ludacris Kringle.
Which is pretty great.
It's pretty great. Sort of half points because you just took an existing rapper's name, but that's okay. It's still pretty good.
Away in the manger, no crib for his bed. Little Lord Jesus laid down a sweet bed. Ours in the bright sky, looking where he lay. Little Lord Jesus was asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes. But little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. I love the Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my side till morning is nigh.
Away in the manger, no crib for his bed. The little Lord Jesus laid
Little Lord Jesus laid down a sweet bed.
I mean, there are real rappers like this, like Christian rappers who, I mean, and there are better Christian rappers than this. I'll give you.
Sure.
But it does always make me giggle a little bit hearing rap lyrics like this because like something about hip hop is like the bass line is it's always supposed to come at you hard, and there's nothing hard about a rapped Christmas carol. Not even hard, just real. I don't know. There's just something that makes me laugh every time I hear someone rapping like that, like in just a super upbeat way. The beautiful thing about making a movie like this is I don't think you pay any royalties for music.
No, it's all too old. For the most part.
For the most part. There is a little bit of that Mariah Carey stuff later.
Yes. But the final auditioning band for the mall show is the Tinsel Teens.
Another decent name.
Yes. And they are performing Oh Christmas Tree.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, the leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh Christmas tree, the leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas, are so unchanging.
I like the claps. The claps are good.
It's nice. Kind of a disco-y ABBA-like take on a Christmas song.
Yeah, it totally is. That's awesome. Looks like we got somebody in the holiday spirit, Dustin. The call-in line is flashing like crazy.
Oh, is it? Well, hey, Gladstone, put this caller on the line.
Hopefully with a new person screening our calls, we can get a not crazy person.
Yeah, please do not let any of our friends through.
No.
If you could.
No.
This better not be anyone we know. We just want a normal listener of our show. That would be great. I hope that's not too much to ask, sir. Just an update. You know, we like to be transparent on the show. We had to part ways with Jerry after the whole goofy ketamine incident.
Yeah.
He's doing well. He's doing well. We would ask that you respect his privacy as he goes through this recovery. But yeah, we got a new tech guy, Gladstone. He's screening the calls for us, and I look forward to great work, sir.
Get well soon, Jerry, and go ahead and patch in that call, Gladstone. Happy holidays. Thanks for calling K-Flix Fiction Radio. What's your name and from where are you calling?
Hi. It's me. It's Erin Breslin, the #1 Mistle-Tones fan of all time.
Oh my God, listeners, this is the person that told us to watch the Mistle-Tones for our holiday show today. Erin, hello.
Hello! By the way, you're welcome. I know it was life-changing. I know that every movie you ever see from here on out, you're just going to have to compare to the Mistle-Tones, and it's a blessing and a curse. I'll tell you that.
We have a new tippy top to the mountain of K-Flix.
That's right. I am sorry I've put this burden on you, but at the same time, I'm not sorry at all. I've enriched your lives.
Indeed, you have. It's quite a film. I have to ask, Erin.
I love that you called it a film.
It's a film. We talk about films. Yeah, it's quite a movie. I do have to ask, since we have you here on the line, what makes this your favorite movie?
Okay, so I have been listening, guys. I have been tuning in because I love your show, but obviously love the subject matter as well. Some of the things that you noted, I do think I'm going to have to disagree with, specifically the idea that the generic office job is not clear. I mean, it's very obvious to me that Holly or Tia Mowry, she is a personality hire. Okay, every company needs one. They don't actually have specific tasks assigned to them. Their job is to just exist and enhance morale among the office. Okay, that's very clearly what she does.
But what is the company's job? What does the company do?
My need for clarity here was more on what they do, not what she does.
First off, it's a global corporation. Okay, they're in the Middle East. All right,
Clearly, he has to get on that flight right now to Dubai. Right fucking now.
And it's a global corporation that provides dynamic business services to other entities and corporations. So I think it's pretty obvious what they do. And the fact that you have to ask the question shows me that you don't know anything about business, okay?
We are in the radio business.
That's not real business, okay? We're talking B2B, dynamic.
Oh, there it is. There's the
synergies,
word I was
okay?
waiting for. B2B. So, okay, that explains it.
Finding efficiencies across organizations and providing solutions to those that matter most.
Sure. So made up work. Yes.
So you had other gripes? What other grievances do you need to air on this holiday season?
My only only gripes are your gripes, essentially. That's it. I also would like to say, listen, German-made cars such as Holly's Volkswagen Bug they're not known to operate very well in cold weather. So I think that
That's true.
her car not being able to start or work, that's normal. That's to be expected. Also, what were some of the other things? I took some notes on what your issues were because I took issue with your issues.
Oh, okay. Yeah, written notes.
The HR woman that needs to loosen up a little bit, she's shy. And sometimes shy people, that's how it comes across.
Fair. Okay.
But okay, what I really want to talk about is, do you guys think that Saint Nick did he do a better job at singing Burnin' Love than Elvis?
Ooh.
No.
What?
If Elvis maybe had some sweet auto-tune.
How dare you? But Elvis, he didn't dance on bars, probably, maybe.
He was known for dancing. That was a thing.
I mean, there's a whole arc in Forrest Gump about this.
Did you know in the book Forrest Gump, he goes to space?
No.
So we can't trust Forrest Gump at all, is what I'm saying.
If they can drive a car in space in Fast and the Furious, Forrest Gump can go there as well.
Okay, I do want to hear your opinion on considering that Tori Spelling shared the same vocal coach as Ariana Grande. Do you think if this movie were released in theaters, it would have outperformed Wicked?
Never say never, I guess.
I would have to lean toward a no.
Really?
But I would also say I find it to be fascinating that Tori Spelling had the same vocal coach.
Exactly. It's telling of her talents and what could have happened if this weren't limited to our home television screens.
Yeah, maybe.
I think this movie could have gone all the way. I think it could have been number one.
I don't think this movie would have made more than Jingle All the Way.
Ooh.
What is the hostility about?
There's no hostility. I enjoyed watching this movie. I'm just being honest with you. Had it been released in theaters, I certainly don't see it making more than Wicked, which is a Tony Award winning property beforehand. There's already a successful IP behind that.
Okay, hold on.
It's true.
First off, I've read the Wicked book and it sucked. All right, I've read both of them. I read Wicked, and then I even was like, you know what, maybe it gets better. It doesn't. So I read the sequel, Son of a Witch, and that also sucked. Wicked, the stage play, big fan. I know talent when I see it, and I think this movie could have been number one forever and ever. I think it could have broken records if it only had been given a chance.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know how to say my feelings any other way.
Hey, I'm super glad this movie came to us from you.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
From your recommendation. Surely you know that there are other ones like it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
No, it's like a snowflake. It is unique, and it will never have the same magic as Tori Spelling, Tia Mowry, Jonathan Patrick Moore, the guy from Family Matters. Like, this is a once in a lifetime type of chemistry that can never be replicated. It is magical. It is Christmas magic.
Yeah, okay.
Did you know I felt so strongly about the miracle of this movie? I instructed my then boyfriend, if you ever want to propose to me, you best be hiring Tia Mowry, Jonathan Patrick Moore, and the cast of the Mistle-Tones to recreate the ending scene. You're gonna get yourself like a fire truck or like a truck with like a bed and a microphone, and you're gonna sing "Baby, Please Come Home for Christmas" to me, and that's how you're gonna propose. That's how strongly I felt about this movie.
Did he take the $500 and make that happen?
He did not, but that is why I made him sign a prenup that says that it'll happen before our 10-year anniversary. Otherwise, I get all his money.
Oh, wow. That is a crafty legal arrangement.
Yes, it's like a one-pager. It literally is only centered around the Mistle-Tones and having this event occur. But I've reached out to Tia Mowry on Threads and Blue Sky. I haven't received anything back yet, but I expect any day now, like imminently, yeah, for sure.
I have total faith that you're going to get an answer.
Definitely. I mean, you could hit up Tamara as well. I'm sure they're in touch.
Listen, if Ariana knows Tori's vocal coach, we could probably also reach out to Ariana and get her in touch with Tori. And I don't really need Tori though, because she really wasn't part of the ending scene. Like she was like
Okay.
being a heinous bitch on the side. I only need Tori to get in touch with the mutuals that she has with Tia. I want Tia and Jonathan and the people that play AJ, Larry, and Bernie. That's who I want. Oh, and maybe the dad from Family Matters, if he wants to be a part of it.
Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay, so to recap, you're trying to reach Tia Mowry. You might have to go through Tori Spelling. And if that doesn't work, you're going to hit up Ariana Grande. And you think that's the right order.
Well, when you say it that way, it sounds kind of ridiculous. But listen, there's a method to this madness, all right?
And then the payoff is if you can't successfully get this to happen, then you get all of your now husband's money.
That's correct. Yes. And I get to be single again.
Oh, and it nullifies them. I didn't catch that. Okay.
Okay, guys. I've got great news. All right. So I think I've painted quite the picture of how transformational this movie has been to my life. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And I hope you don't mind, but I would like to use this opportunity to maybe get a little bit of free advertising for a new business venture that I have entered into.
Oh, is it B2B?
It can be. It could also be B2C. So, but hear me out. I was so inspired by this movie that I have created my own caroling group.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. What are they called?
Our name, and you'll understand in a second, our name is Jingle All the Days.
All the days.
All the
Plural.
days.
And the reason that we named it Jingle All the Days is because we have decided that as part of our business plan, we don't want to contain the magic of Christmas to a single month, a single few weeks, a handful of days. It's just not enough. So we have decided to make this a year-long caroling venture for 365 days or 366 on leap years for any occasion. Birthdays, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Arbor Day, Earth Day, Veterans Day. That one's a little sad, but you understand.
Do you have like Arbor Day songs or is it just Christmas songs?
So we
these
haven't
days?
gotten to Arbor Day yet, but we plan to have Arbor Day specific songs in the Arbor Day season.
Okay.
That will be custom. And for an additional $69, people can suggest lyrics and we will cater to their requests for custom made songs. As we learned from Saint Nick, we really do have to think about the bottom line here, and we have to be focused on not wasting money
Or company time.
and time is
true,
money.
yeah.
And since time is money, why don't you let the people hear what your caroling group sounds like so that way they can book you for their next event?
Oh, okay. So I have my co-founder and member of Jingle All the Days with me here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, hey, sorry, what's going on, fellas? My name's Sebastian Kringle. I'm the co-founder and also one of the tenors of Jingle All the Days. And we need all the help we can possibly get because let me tell you, fellas, no one is biting. No one.
That's not true.
Not
Your
a one.
family, your family has requested a number
Well,
of.
they've been very helpful.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we believe in the cause. That's why I legally changed my last name to Kringle. And that is not cheap, but we are doing anything and everything we can to really get this thing off the ground. Because me and my co-founder, we really do believe that this is something people want, despite getting audible boos sometimes from people.
There are not that many.
You don't remember that?
There aren't that many. It was like dim.
Tomatoes at you.
It was dim.
All right.
It was dim.
What kind of gigs have you had so far?
Oh God, I had the most depressing birthday.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't depressing.
Rough,
It wasn't
man.
depressing. This is what the cycle of business. If you guys knew anything about business, you would know this is what the beginning cycle of business.
It was a 5-year-old's
It's-
birthday, and they
No.
were so confused. They were so confused.
It
They
was-
didn't get it, and frankly, there's some days where I don't get it, but
Okay.
I believe in it.
You're being a real Marcy.
I know you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. We're both like she and I, Aaron and I, were both the biggest fans of the Mistle-Tones. I'll tell you, like, I don't believe in a lot of things, but I believe in the Mistle-Tones.
We
The
have-
message of that.
We have been.
Those kids hated that party.
This is what evolution looks like. We live and we learn.
Well, we're having fun now because it's December, so people are expecting it now. So, like, we've had a few more receiving people, but I'll tell you, in the dead heat of July, people don't want to hear Jingle Bells, and it gets you down. It really gets you down. But gosh darn it,
And
we
that's
put on a show.
and you know what, but that was before we changed our business model to shift from only Christmas carols to seasonal tunes.
Yeah, we thought that would help a lot more than
yes.
it did. But
Yeah.
Have you guys ever thought about taking, say, popular songs and sing them to the tunes of Christmas carols? Like take Katy Perry's Firework and sing that to Jingle Bells for 4th of July?
Shawn, that's so funny. I brought that to Aaron, a while ago, and she said absolutely. She put her foot down and
I'm
said
laughing because
absolutely not.
I thought it was a ridiculous.
Hey, and I, Sebastian Kringle, think it's not the worst idea. I don't know. I think that's money on the table that we're just leaving. This is that whole like B2B synergy energy that like we really need in our company.
and B2C.
Not so much.
You know what? I'm open to the suggestion now that I heard it coming from somebody that wasn't you.
Oh, see, sometimes that's all it takes is some outsider perspective.
Ain't that funny?
However well or not well your prior performances have gone, I do really think that our listeners for K-Flix Fiction Radio are going to love what you guys have to offer, so I would like to give this opportunity to you to sing away and book some events.
Appreciate the airtime. All right, Aaron, what do you say? We hit him with our crowd pleaser?
That's right. Let's go.
All right, it's the big one.
You go first. The
Christmas.
snow's coming down.
Christmas.
I'm watching it fall.
Christmas.
Lots of people around.
Christmas.
Please come home.
The snow's falling down.
Wait, guys, can you sing with us? As
No.
said in the movie, come sing with us.
Come on, guys.
No,
Take it
I
away,
think
Shawn.
I'm okay.
Take it away.
No.
Dustin, get this one.
No.
Yeah.
All right, this is all
no.
you. Come on, I'm not hearing it.
Sean.
Literate,
But-
fellas.
Okay, you
No,
guys are
yeah, that's it.
workaholics.
Thanks for calling in, Aaron and Sebastian. Really, really appreciate the phone call, guys. Have a
Merry
good one.
Christmas and have a great MLK Junior Day, guys.
It's coming down.
Oh, there we go. They're still going. All right, here we go.
Watching it fall.
Now, before we get into the thick of the songs for this movie, I've put together a little Christmas quiz for you, Dustin. And it's going to take place throughout the remainder of the show, and the subject of the quiz is who's covering this Christmas classic? Some of the songs from the movie will have one song as a part of the quiz. Some of the songs from the movie will have multiple songs as a part of the quiz. But the kicker is that most of the songs that I will be playing as part of the quiz, we have mentioned by name in a prior episode of the show, or are going to mention them in a future episode already planned for 2025.
Whoa. Okay. I like this. So this is kind of a year-end wrap-up quiz.
Yes.
Well, I'm ready for it.
Awesome. Let's follow the order of the movie. So that means we're going to start with Jingle Bells. In the film, it is performed by Tia Mowry. Originally, this song was written in 1850 by James Lord Pierpont. And she sings this song while she's getting ready in the shower.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go,
Then her cat's about to spoil her shower by flushing the toilet.
Her cat Bonkers, which is a great name.
It's a very cute cat.
Yeah, it is, definitely. This is the song where they actually start cutting in. They do it a few times in the movie. They cut to different people sort of continuing the song on beat.
Yes.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah, so this one cuts to people auditioning for the Snowbells to open the movie.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
This is the punk rock girl.
Yeah, this is the punk rock girl.
Horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Real quick, I want to take it back to the fact that you gave us the name of the writer of Jingle Bells, which I honestly didn't even look for because I didn't think that was a thing we knew. I just assumed the song was old as hell and people have been singing it forever.
I know, right? So I have some information for writers and composers for some of these songs that I had no knowledge of before. Some of the stuff is so old that I couldn't get it.
That's incredible.
Okay, so I have 2 quiz songs for you.
Hit me.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go over the rules again to get this right for myself and for the listeners. So the artists here we have talked about in a previous episode.
Their name has been mentioned.
Okay.
It's not a criteria that they have to have a song played on the show, but by name, they have been mentioned. And this one has been mentioned on a prior show.
Okay. Is the clip you just played from a film?
No, it is from a Christmas album.
Ooh, all my thoughts were of someone singing it on screen.
Nope.
Oh, boy. Starting off strong.
I'll tell you that the kids singing on the song will make sense when you know who the artist is.
Interesting. The kids will make sense when I know who the artist is. Was that Mr. Rogers? Oh, shit.
That's so close, but no. Do you want another guess? Take a little bit more in.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
I saw you, like you almost got it.
Is it Frank Sidebottom?
Oh, God, I fucking wish. I didn't even think to look for that. Because I played a Christmas song from Frank already.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even think about that.
I went further afield, but I'm zeroing in on stuff we've talked about. Okay. We definitely more than mentioned Frank Sidebottom.
Now, there are people that we'll talk about that have been heavily featured. There are people that have just been mentioned. This is a just been mentioned.
Oh, shit. So I was close with Mr. Rogers. I don't think we've ever talked about
Pretty fucking close.
Captain Kangaroo. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to give it up on this first one.
Rafi.
You mentioned Rafi.
Yep.
Yes. I'm not super familiar with Rafi, but okay. That makes, the kid thing, that makes a ton of sense.
It does. Yep.
Okay. I see what we're doing.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a learning curve. I'll tell you, the first one was a stinker on me. This one I'm very confident in.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride.
Is it Jimmy Buffett?
It is Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. Honestly, I heard the steel drums and I was like, it's either going to be Jimmy Buffett or you found like a lost coconut people thing. So I waited for the voice. And I was like, I don't really know the voice, so it must be Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, you would have known if it was Paxton growling away in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, I like this game. I like that it's going to just go throughout.
Oh, yeah. The next song in the film is We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and that is also sung by Tia as she's walking to her car. So you'll hear her slip on some ice during the recording.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So this song is going to bring us one quiz tune that sounds like this.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all know that Santa's coming. We all
Your thinking face is great.
There's a fake out with the vocals there. Like, I thought it was going to be...
It's not the kids, it's the grown man.
It's the guy. Okay.
Yes.
Oof. Oof. I don't know if I got anything for this one.
The voice really threw you on that one, huh?
It sure did. It's also like I'm trying to recall everything we've talked about already, and it's so much.
I know. Well, that's the fun part, is that there are so many people that we've just mentioned throughout the last 23 episodes of the show that there are infinite possibilities.
Trying to like comb through that is almost harder than if my pool was everywhere.
So I wanted to play with your brain and let you know that these were the stipulations beforehand. This is another person that we have talked about.
Okay.
I'll even tell you it's within the last 5 episodes of the show.
Really? Mm-hmm. Is it from Walk Hard?
No. So now you have it down to 4.
Yeah. You'd think that would help. You'd think that would help, but I'm also like struggling to even remember what it is we've been up to. Okay.
Well, don't go clicking around and cheating on your notes.
I'm just looking at the last 4 episodes we recorded. It doesn't help. It does not help me come up with it. I don't know.
David Hasselhoff.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was the last episode we did.
It was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a voice. We did talk about it. We played songs by Hasselhoff, but it's not a voice I'm just ready to pick out of a crowd. Oh, that's a good one. I'm like, what, 1 for 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you doing, audience members?
Yeah. How are you holding up so far? Before we move on, I just want to say that We Wish You a Merry Christmas was one of those Christmas carols where I could find no information about the composer or the songwriter. It's just an English Christmas carol that exists.
I thought you were going to be like, was written in 1476 by Hezekiah something or other.
Well, I mean, I do have some information on the next song featured in this movie, The Mistle-Tones, O Holy Night. That was based on a French poem from 1843 written by Placide Cappeau, with the music composition done by Adolphe Adam, and it is performed in the movie by Tia Mowry again.
A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born.
She's got pipes, man. She can sing.
She does, yeah. It's definitely like implied that she was the best audition.
Yes.
Marcy holds it against her for being late, and I think there's some jealousy that sneaks in.
Oh,
She doesn't
sure.
want anyone that good joining her group. She wants to be the top dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the audition that starts the whole thing in motion.
Yeah.
The whole Mistle-Tones group.
So I've got 2 quiz songs for O Holy Night, both of which are people that have been discussed in prior episodes.
Great. That helps a lot. We've established.
And this first one I'm going to play for you, I think you're going to get almost instantly. It is my favorite version that exists of this song.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus was born.
Yeah, that's Eric Cartman, I believe.
It is.
They really know how to use his singing voice for the joke.
Yeah.
They don't overuse it. But
No.
when they bust it out, it's so good.
And I just love that he forgets the lyrics. There's another part where he changes the lyrics too about like the joys of getting presents. It's so fucking funny. I love this cover.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks for the gimme on that one.
Of course. I had to play this song, and I had it in the notes before I came up with the quiz, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just make it a quiz song. And we talked about the South Park guys when we were talking about Primus and stuff in the Frank episode.
That's true. We did.
Okay, so I've got one more. This is from a movie.
Okay. Is it from Home Alone?
It's John
Yeah.
Williams.
I remember this. Is this like after the invasion and he...
It's right before.
Oh, it's right before. That's right. It's,
When he goes to church.
It's got a foreboding sound. That song has always sounded foreboding to me because I think I associate it with that version, the John Williams version from Home Alone.
There you go. See, now you're one up.
All right. I like this game.
And next up in the movie, we have a performance of Deck the Halls. It is done by Megan Kathleen Duffy, and she plays the role of Bernie in the movie. Mm-hmm. She sings it in a bathroom stall.
Yes, yeah, this is the first like time. She's the HR person.
Yes.
And she's like, I think what we're doing here is not exactly by the book or whatever. And they're like, this is the first time where they're like, oh, lighten up.
Deck the
A little fake out beginning.
Yep.
Oh, she doesn't have a good voice. Oh, wait. She has a great voice.
La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la.
She puts a little stank on that season.
Yeah. It's so powerful, you can hear her outside the bathroom, like Nick is doing right now.
Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la.
Well done, Megan.
Yeah, that's her audition for the Mistle-Tones. Not yet called the Mistle-Tones, but for the unnamed group. And she's is she the second official voice to join or the third?
She's the third. The two guys come in before that.
Right.
So Deck the Halls is a song that dates back to the 16th century.
Oh, we're getting back now.
Yeah, I don't have any information on the writer of that original version, but apparently it was Welsh, and the English lyrics come from a Scottish musician named Thomas Oliphant, and that happened in 1862.
Huh.
Now, I only have one quiz song for Deck the Halls. This is someone we did not talk about on the show.
Oh, okay.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis a season to be jolly.
Is it Rihanna?
It is not Rihanna.
Done now, I gay apparel. La la la.
Is it Beyonce?
Kind of.
Oh, is it Destiny's Child?
There we go. Now you got
Okay.
it.
Damn, I feel like I'm going to get murdered for not getting Beyonce right away.
I thought you might get it with that first set of like fa-la-las.
I mean, I was on the right track.
Oh, yes. Now, there was one really hard one that I almost selected for that one, but I was like, nah, I want to give Dustin things that he has a possibility of getting.
Okay, I kind of want to try the hard one. I mean, I know I won't get it, but
If you want to hear it, I'll play it for you.
yeah, let's hear it.
This is someone we have not talked about, and they are a pop punk band from our high school days.
Oh, I'm ready. There were actually so many pop punk Christmas songs for a while.
Yeah, dude.
There were like multiple compilations of these.
I could have done just a pop punk quiz.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Don we now our gay apparel. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol.
Messed.
No, great guess though.
I was trying to narrow, like, I guess I'm getting old because everybody sounds like Blink-182 now, but I can tell it's not them. Oof, I don't know. I'm proud of my messed guess.
Oh, it's a great guess. Well, here you
I
go.
gave it my messed shot.
Yes, you did. Again, this was one of the fucking hardest things that I found, and I only put it down because I was like, oh, Dustin knows this is pop punk. Here's who it is.
I'm giving up slowly. I'm blending in. So
You remember Reliant K?
Reliant K. Yeah.
A little Be My Escape.
Like in my head, there are like two groups of pop punk bands, and like there's like they existed before I knew about it kind of ones, and then there's the like we're getting big as I was leaving that phase ones.
Right.
Reliant K, Bowling for Soup. There's others, but like they're in the like latter category of like I kind of know them, but not really. But that's good. I remember the song that you just said.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I had a Bowling for Soup on the back end for one of these.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Again, I could have just done a fucking pop punk version of this.
Someday.
Yeah.
Next Christmas, perhaps.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, there's going to be more of these songs coming back in. I guarantee you that.
We will talk about all of these Christmas songs again. That's a guarantee.
More than likely. Next one on the list is The 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a writer for this one, but I do know that it was composed by Friedrich Austin in 1909.
Oh, that's fairly recent.
But I don't know who wrote the lyrics for it. This song is kind of a medley between the Snowbells version and the Mistle-Tones version, which you're going to hear right now.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 red chickens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 4 colored birds, 3 red chickens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
The Mistle-Tones are bringing the funk real hard right there, and I'm digging it.
Dude, it's so funky. This was the first one that made my ears perk up because the instrumentation is so cool. Their take on this song reminds me of sort of like gospel and worship music.
Oh.
Like the kind that's like really fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to play another clip from 12 Days of Christmas just when they do the octave change later in the song because it's so badass.
8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying. 5 golden rings, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas,
There it is. They key change up.
9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying. 5 golden rings, 4 colored birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
This reminds me, I mean, I am not a church-going man myself, but if I were, I would love it to be a church with music like that. This reminds me of a tune I've always just loved listening to, which is the Reverend Timothy Wright conducting the London Fellowship Mass Choir on a version of the song Leaning on Everlasting Arms. And it's funky as shit. It's got like that deep, like definitely a 5-string bass.
Yeah, that's some good stuff right there.
Yeah, that was my first thought, was that song when I heard this version of 12 Days of Christmas, because I was just like, oh, this is funky praise music, and I love it.
So I have 2 quiz songs lined up for 12 Days of Christmas. The first one, I'm going to go ahead and let you know, something we have planned for 2025.
Okay.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
Now, do you have any guesses based on that right there? Because the next few seconds will give it away.
Based on that right there, I'm thinking we're maybe in Muppets territory.
You got it.
Did I?
It's John Denver and the Muppets.
I thought it was John Denver.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it was maybe John Denver, and in my mind, I'm like, John Denver's definitely played with the Muppets.
So yeah, stay tuned for that.
We're doing the Muppets.
All right, quiz song number 2.
There's that guitar slide. We're back in pop punk land.
First day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and
I think this is Goldfinger, but like more recent Goldfinger when he started like adding a shitload of processing to everything.
It's Goldfinger! Hell yeah.
Yep. Pick that one out.
I knew you would get the Goldfinger. You used to be the biggest Goldfinger fan in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, the next song in the film is Burnin' Love, which is performed in the movie by Jonathan Patrick Moore and was written by Dennis Lindy, originally by Elvis in 1972. We're going to go ahead and skip on over that because it's not a Christmas song and move on to Joy to the World.
Yes. It's just an incidental, like they encounter him singing it in the movie.
At a karaoke night.
Yes. His impromptu, unexpected audition.
So Joy to the World was written in 1791 by Isaac Watts.
Wow.
And in the film is performed by the Mistle-Tones. It is their rehearsal montage. I like how goofy that breakdown is right there.
More of that sweet, like heavy church bass going on.
Oh, yeah, totally. I have one quiz song for this round, and it is someone we have not previously discussed on the show.
Okay. Christina Aguilera?
It is not Christina Aguilera.
Help me out with the era.
Earlier than Christina,
Okay.
mid 80s to late 90s as the heyday. Very huge name.
Is it Whitney Houston?
It is Whitney Houston.
Okay. That was my first thought. I should have stuck with it. And then something about it sounded newer to me. I don't know if anybody's ever said this, but Whitney Houston can kind of sing.
Yeah, I don't think she gets her credit. So we only have a few songs from the movie left, which means we're nearing the end of the quiz, and you're doing fantastic here, Dustin.
I've brought it around. You scared me at first, but it's going okay.
Jumping off the cliff with Rafi was a little dicey, but
It was a good pick.
yeah.
I should have been able to reach in and grab it because I remember you mentioning Rafi with purpose when we did talk about him.
So next up in the movie, we have Winter Wonderland, which was written in 1934 by Felix Bernard and lyrics by Richard Bernhard Smith.
These are the least familiar names we've ever come up with as far as songwriting.
Yes, absolutely it is.
Snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight.
Oh, yeah,
Walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along. Walking in a winter wonderland.
And they sing that song at like a work karaoke, so he's like fully coming out as a singer at that point in the storyline.
Yes. That is once again the boss, Nick, singing. And this is the first time where I noticed, like, there are a few moments with him where they use some really heavy, egregious auto-tune. It's the only time I am sure it's all over everything. It always is these days. But, like, the only times I could pick it out were on some of the songs he sang. Here's a little bit from the beginning of that one.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight.
Oh, yeah,
walking in a winter wonderland.
It's just got that telltale singing through bubbles sound.
Yeah, it really does. I'll tell you what doesn't have the singing through bubbles sound is the 3 quiz songs I have for Winter Wonderland. 2 of which have been mentioned on the show. Here's the first one.
Sleigh bells ring, Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Is it Timothy Chalamet?
It is not.
Is it Bob Dylan?
It is Bob Dylan. It's Bob Dylan, yes.
Yeah. I was. There was a joke. I knew it was Bob Dylan. I don't know if that played. That's Bob Dylan. It's a little later. That's a little 90s or later, I would say, because he's got the gravel.
2009.
Okay.
Here is one we have not spoken of.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland.
This is an older artist, but it is from 1999.
99. Okay, here's what I'm getting from this, first of all. With that bluesy intro, I was ready to immediately guess Randy Newman. I'm glad I didn't. My inkling here is that this is a British artist.
You would be correct.
Okay. It just sounded like there was an accent being masked in there.
Sure.
And we've not talked about it on this show.
Not specifically this human being, no.
So it's not Frank Sidebottom, again, is what you're telling me?
It is not Frank Sidebottom.
Is it someone really British? Is it like
They're pretty English.
like way more famous there than they ever got here? Like Robbie Williams?
No, this is a global name.
Shit.
You want a little bit more?
Yeah, I want a little bit more.
We can build a snowman.
It's Chris Martin. It's Coldplay.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No?
We'll say no man, but you can do the job when you're in town.
Is it Ringo?
It's Ringo Starr.
It's Ringo Starr.
It's Ringo Starr, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. I see what you did there. Wow, that Coldplay thing came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I wonder if Chris Martin actually sounds like Ringo Starr, or if I just made that up.
Could just be that one particular song.
Now I want to explore that, though.
Okay, so back to somebody that has been mentioned by name, but no actual music has been played.
Your categorical knowledge of what we've recorded is impressive.
He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown.
Okay, so it's a country artist.
It is a country artist.
But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire.
Alan Jackson.
You got it!
Wow!
You got it! Hell yeah!
Mr. Chattahoochee himself.
Way down yonder in a winter wonderland.
I want to hear that version. Okay. Now I'm feeling pretty good after that one. That's that was deep. I reached deep.
That's a good pull. Good pull on that one.
Next up, we have the Snowbells take on All I Want for Christmas Is You, which is, I would say, Shawn, the most classic modern Christmas song there is, or the most modern classic, whichever way you want to phrase it.
Yeah.
It's the newest permanent member of the Christmas repertoire.
Yeah, and it's from 1994. The original artist is Mariah Carey.
Very famously, yes.
And we will play her version right after you hear the Snowbells version.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby. All I want for Christmas is you.
I mean, that's a pretty good cover.
It is, yeah. You know, I'm not even, like, I can't even really argue with them winning the event.
No.
They are quite well rehearsed.
And the bright, sparkly dresses that they're wearing, you know?
Yeah, they've got it on all fronts.
Oh, yeah, totally.
The Mistle-Tones did their best, but, you know, it's their first year.
Also, you can't win without Nick. He screwed him over, you know?
That's true. Nick fucked everybody.
God damn it, Nick.
I hope he comes around before the end.
He better come back, and he better sing his pants off to win me back. Because I'm so mad the only thing that can calm me down now is Mariah Carey. You don't get more classic than that.
Nah, I mean, it's a great song, and it's a legendary performance, and it is wild how much it has woven itself into Christmas culture now. Like, there are memes of this song of, like, where it's got, like, a horror effect on it. And, like, Christmas is coming at you from around the corner.
Yeah.
It's just synonymous with the season now.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive. They composed a new song in the 90s that sounds like a Christmas song. Like, it has all the, I guess if you put sleigh bells in it, that's the key. I've heard, you know, that argument made before. Any song's a Christmas song as long as you have the sleigh bell thing going. But I think there's more to it. And I think they really hit on exactly what makes a song Christmassy.
For sure. That is one of the first Christmas songs that I think of, and not just because it's made in my lifetime.
Yeah, a well-deserved place in culture.
And because of that, it has countless people that cover this song.
Thousands, I bet.
I am only going to present 2 of those to you today.
Okay. That's merciful.
And one of them has been mentioned on the show before. One of them has not. I will let you decide which is which.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true.
That's right. Really great voice.
All I want for Christmas is you.
It's got like an Amy Winehouse beat behind it.
Oh, okay. Anything?
Man, it's a person with a really great voice. I think we've talked before about how like Christmas songs are where truly top tier vocalists go to show off their chops.
Right.
Sure wish I could name this truly top tier vocalist right now, but I am drawing a blank. I'm gonna ask for a decade.
The aughts.
Okay. I mean, was that Britney Spears? Man, I don't think I have it on this one. I'm going to be upset when you tell me, I'm sure.
I put this one in there to give you a little bit of a redemption from one of the last quizzes I gave you. It is the cast of Glee.
Oh. Again. Cast of Glee. Ugh. Bastard. Okay.
I saw that they had at least 2 volumes of Christmas albums, and I was like, I gotta fucking Glee this guy again.
Gleed all over me. One of these days, you're gonna play a Glee song, and I'm gonna go, cast of Glee? Is the artist the cast of Glee?
I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait for that to happen and it not be the cast of Glee.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be my guess every time.
So now we know that Glee was the one that was mentioned before in an episode. So that means this one has not been mentioned.
Okay.
Enjoy.
I'm doing better with the not mentioned ones, I think.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you make my wish come
You're thinking real hard on this one. I love it.
Is this from a visual medium?
No, this is just a band covering this song.
Is it Jack White? Was it Jack White?
No, great guess.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
Oh,
I don't care about the present
more emo-y.
tree. But I don't need
What are they fucking called?
Santa Claus will make me happy with the
My Chemical Romance.
It's My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. Interesting. What's blowing my mind is all the like weird parallels I'm drawing between artists like Ringo Starr and Chris Martin and Jack White and a guy from My Chemical Romance. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of it either.
I would love to do an episode on like vocal archetypes someday.
Oh, yeah, that could be
There
fun.
are really 10 ways you can sound, and it's one of these.
We've already figured out that Randy Newman sounds like Bob Dylan in the Walk Hard episode.
That's true, yes. Randy Newman, Bob Dylan, Tom Petty all exist on a spectrum.
That's funny. So, the big finale in the Mistle-Tones comes in the way of the song Christmas, Baby Please Come Home, which was written in 1963 by 3 writers, Jeff Barry, Ellie Greenwich, and Phil Spector.
Really? Phil Spector?
And the original was done by Darlene Love. But first up, we're going to hear the one from Jonathan Patrick Moore, who plays Nick, the stiff-as-wood boss.
The snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around. Baby, please come home.
This is his big return. He's come back to the town to win back Holly for ditching her and screwing over the Mistle-Tones.
What's the timing on this? Because, like, did he go to Mumbai and turn around? Or did he just never take the flight? Like, it's not clear.
I would assume that he probably got off on, like, a layover and then came back because...
Okay.
But I don't know.
He shows up real quick again after choosing to not take the promotion.
Yeah, to my understanding, it was like the concert's the next day and he wasn't there.
Yeah,
So
right.
That's why I lean toward, is it like
he got to Atlanta and turned around.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Now let's tackle the Darlene Love version of Christmas, Baby Please Come Home.
Snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around. Baby, please come home. The church bells are down. Are ringing songs for the happy sound. Baby, please come home.
This is definitely the version that I know the most.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a Beach Boys track.
It really does.
Another, like, song that was made in, quote-unquote modern times and slotted right into Christmas world.
So, yeah, it slots in there really well. Again, this is another one where it's just tons and tons and tons of cover songs. I'm going to show you 3.
Ooh, 3.
Yeah, we're going to close it out here. We got 3 left, 2 of which we've talked about on the show. First up,
The snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall.
It's U2.
it's U2. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a Bono when I hear one.
U2, who was mentioned in our Pop Star episode for forcing their album onto everyone's iPhones.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Let's see if you can nail all 3 of these, Dustin.
Ooh, pressure's on.
They're singing deck the halls, but it's not like Christmas at all.
You getting me back with Melissa Etheridge?
I did!
I was ready for that one. That's a meta mention. We've mentioned her in a quiz.
Yeah. All right. So I got the Glee by you. Couldn't sneak the Etheridge in there. Okay. That means for sure you're going to close it out with 3 winning answers.
Ooh, okay.
There is no way you're missing this one.
They're singing deck the halls, but it's not like Christmas at all.
Is it the soothing sounds of Smashed Mouth? What was this for? Did they do a Christmas album?
Yeah, they have a whole Christmas album.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Hey, you did great on the quiz, bud.
Hey, now I'm an all-star.
Yeah, you are. You're an all-star of the Who's covering this Christmas classics quiz?
Oh, buddy, that was a fun one.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it was fun to put together.
You told me the other day that you had an idea and it was going to take you a while to get it all together, and I get why now. That was a lot, and the extra element of like it being stuff we've referenced before. That's really good.
Yeah, I didn't think of that until I had just a giant list of things going, and I was like, wait, we've talked about so many of these people. That's the fucking quiz. Just with a couple of pepperings in there for stuff that I thought was cool. Like that Ringo Starr song just sounded really neat. So I was like, well, I got to put that in there.
Oh, that was a good cover.
Nice. So you did great, man.
I'm all jazzed from that. How did you all do?
Yeah, how did you do, listeners? Let us know. Now that the episode's coming to a close, I'm going to go ahead and assume I know the answer to this question for this show, Dustin, but I got to ask it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Would you listen to the Mistle-Tones or the Snowbells if they were producing real music?
Oh, bro, I got enough Christmas music in the world. I'm good.
Yep, totally fair.
I mean, you played a bunch of like more interesting takes on the stuff. Okay, let me walk that back. The 12 Days of Christmas.
Yep,
that's the standout for me. That track I might turn on again because, like I said, it's just got a funky coolness to it that I'm actually into.
The Mistle-Tones version.
The Mistle-Tone. Yes. The Mistle-Tones version.
Yes.
Does cut between the two. Yeah, the Snowbells can fuck off. Go find some new friends, Marcy.
Yeah, you evil bells of snow. But yes, I'm in agreement with you. There are way too many Christmas songs. And if I'm being completely honest with you, the only Christmas songs that I ever listen to are on the South Park Mr. Hanky's Christmas Classics album. Those are the only ones I like.
Is the Cartman one you played from that?
It is. Yes.
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Just for shits, I need to play one more song on the way out.
Okay.
Because I thought it was fascinating. I almost played it as a part of the quiz. I'm just going to tell you who it is. The artist is Shaggy, and he has a song that is called The 12 Days of Christmas, only it features none of the lyrics you would expect
none of the traditional
in the fucking song.
Girl, you're such a gift, extremely tempting. I wonder, honor up your
I would have guessed this one.
Oh, I know you would have. What a fucking crazy artist. This guy can go from singing songs about banging people on bathroom floors to doing duet albums with Sting to just completely changing all the lyrics to a fucking Christmas song.
He can do whatever he pleases, it would seem.
He sure can. I don't know that I'm going to fucking keep that in there or whatever, but I at least wanted you to hear that song.
Hey, why not end this episode and this year of producing episodes with fun Shaggy facts?
Yay, why not? And if you liked the Shaggy facts or the quiz or the Mistle-Tones or any of the songs that we played in this episode, please give us a rating and a review on whatever podcast listening platform you're currently enjoying this on.
Yep. And as always, check us out at fictionradiopod.com and drop us a line at fictionradiopod@gmail.com. And with that, folks, the year is coming to a close. The holiday season is fully upon us. Next week, we will be presenting something a little special. The very first episode of the show we ever recorded.
That's right. It's our test episode, the modern Disney classic Turning Red.
Yeah. So you guys can check that out and tell us how much we've improved or how far we've fallen since the beginning.
And then the week after that, we're going to have our top 10 songs of the year, 5 from Dustin and 5 from myself.
That's right. We're going to wrap it all up with a nice bow.
So tune in for the final weeks of 2024, and we'll see you in 2025. Once again, happy holidays.
Watching movies and decking the halls, yeah. K-Flix 198.4.
Oh, Fiction Radio.